And welcome back, sleepyheads. G's, guys and gals. That's pretty much it. If you're new, subscribe. Yeah. If you're not new, you know the drill. Like, comment, watch this video, or some. I'm not gonna force you to watch this video up to the end. Watch or whatever you fancy. Check out my channel. I found like, ooh, what's this game? Let me check it out. I'm not asking you to watch every single playlist, okay? If you're like, oh, let me check this one video out. Oh, I kind of want to try this game. You can check it out. Some of the games I play are free. I think I usually mention them, but yeah. Come back to the game. Officially, aficionado. Are we actually recording? Yes, we are. I tried not to. I read that, I think, last game. This might be a short one. I feel, unless there's something more to cook in this game. After all, was a possibility that we simply wouldn't be able to help anyone. You can check this game out on Steam or on itch.io. I'm not sure what. I think it's just a demo on itch.io. I might be wrong. Somebody check that out. I might be wrong. Editor, check it out. Of course, I believe that Juno would invent the cure, but I understood by that time I would have to face heavy losses. Not everyone would survive this epidemic, and maybe my village wouldn't survive either. Therefore, my personal problems about being the chosen, the resentment of the villagers against me, my resentment against them seemed negligible now. And if it didn't work out, I just had to meet them to apologize and say that despite the escape, I still loved them. Juno wasn't against my idea. When she heard my words, she just smiled and nodded. Of course, be sure to go to your parents. I think they've missed you. I will tell them hello from you. Turning around, I headed towards the exit. Brizzy! Oh no! Juno's voice sounded strained. I turned around. Don't tell anyone about murder cure yet, would you? I don't know what will happen. There's no need to give false hope in advance. Just visit them and that's it, okay? Juno was right. No matter how hard it was to admit it, I couldn't tell anyone about her. Definitely not now. It's like when you're suffering from success, you can't just spill the beans to anyone, to any random person you meet. After all, the future was still unclear. Would something come out of this analysis? Yes, there is something that would come out of this analysis. That is the sequel, My Furry Protogen 2, everyone. Check it out. On Steam. Was there anything we could do? Okay, I get it. I'll be back soon. I still didn't know how to fly a jet. For me, it was real magic. It was easier to learn to move objects with the power of thought. But fortunately for me, Pixie, to whom I had managed to get used to and even became attached over the past few weeks, coped with this task perfectly. As soon as we flew up to the river on the bank of which I once met Juno, sorry, my chair squeaks from time to time. And no, I ain't big. Warned that it wasn't safe outside. Please, Brizzy, put on the protective suit that Juno gave you. I'm afraid the virus infection rate in this area is very high. I felt my heart stop in my chest. It shrank with horror for a moment. Was it really too late? Was it too late already? I obediently put on the suit, waiting with bated breath for the landing. The jet, to my surprise, flew almost all the way to the village and didn't drop me off at the river. When I stepped on the ground, I immediately saw that I was too late. My village, once a beautiful, wealthy place, lay in ruins. The grass underfoot was withered and blackened, and the trees stood bare as if they had been devoured by flames. Here and there lay the corpses of animals, livestock, wild animals from the forest, but as soon as I set foot on the territory of the village, the picture only got worse. Oh my god, there behind the fence, the corpses of people were waiting for me. Cold goosebumps ran down my back, my skin seemed to be covered with frost. I froze, looking at this terrible, tragic landscape in shock. I kinda expected this. Because there's no effing way this village... I mean, this is spread around the whole planet pretty much, so there's no way his village is like unscathed or anything. There would be bodies, and trust me, it's gonna be a mountain of corpses. People were lying everywhere on the ground among the destroyed houses, among the corpses of animals. Our neighbors were there. Stefan was there, who sewed me a suit for my birthday. Damien was there. My teachers, girls with whom I once went on dates, elders, healers. My throat felt like someone else's hand was squeezing it. It became so hard to breathe I almost suffocated, as if something was stuck in my lungs. Everything lay in burning ruins. Almost all the houses were destroyed. I walked past dead bodies, pale with dried black blood at the mouth. Their eyes were fixed high into the sky, bleached white, cloudy. Nausea stirred my stomach. I barely restrained the urge, but pulled myself together in time and ran towards the house. I ran without taking apart the road. It was as if my legs were carrying me. Although now it was almost impossible to distinguish the streets, everything was equally destroyed. The smell of rotten flesh stuck in my nose. My heart was pounding furiously. Only one thought was beating in my head. If only I could make it. If only I could. If only... I didn't know who I was praying to. I didn't believe in any higher powers, but now my disbelief had receded, giving way to stupid, confused prayers. Please let my mom and dad be okay. Let them wait for me. Let me see them again at least once. I broke into our house. It was unusually quiet, cold, and lonely. The door was torn off its hinges. All the decorations in the house were piled on the floor. It seemed like a tornado had passed through here. I'd never seen such a mess. My hands trembled. I only managed to push out, "Mom? Dad? It's me, Brizzy." "Mom? Dad, are you here?" No one answered me. It was as if no one had been here for a long time, and life had left this place weeks ago. Frost ran over my skin, chilling to the bone, and even through the suit. Even through the suit, it was so cold in here. I went further into the house. When I got to my parents' room, I froze when I heard a strangled, wet cough. At the same moment, I burst into the room, literally knocking out the already flimsy door. "Mom!" My heart sank to my heels. I saw my mom lying on the bed. She was as pale as a sheet, as if all the blood had been drained out of her. Her lips were blue. She was breathing raggedly, wetly. A dried trail of black blood was already trailing from the corner of her mouth. "Mom, it's me, Brizzy!" "It's over, my boy. It's over. We're too late. This planet is doomed." I fell on my knees in front of her, trying to wake her up, trying to somehow bring her to her senses. Her hand in mine was so cold that even through the protective suit, I could feel how icy it was. Damn. "Brizzy? Son, is that you?" "Yes, Mom, it's me. I'm back. Do you hear me? I'm here with you." "What a joy. I'm so glad you're back. Where have you been, honey? Your dad and I have missed you terribly, terribly." She broke off with a hoarse cough. I jumped up from my seat and looked for a bowl of water, but then I realized the water must be from the well. And Juno said that everything was infected. From the forests, the animals, to the trees and water. Returning to my mother's bed with nothing, I collapsed on my knees and squeezed her hand again. Man, this is horrible. "Mom, I'm so sorry. What happened here? Where is everyone?" We were attacked by wild animals. They came running out of the forest as if distraught and began to destroy everything, attacking us. We tried to defend ourselves, but it didn't work. It didn't work out, honey. And Dad, where is he?" Mom looked at me with white eyes. Once they were a completely different color and her lips trembled. "Dad passed away. After these animals suddenly appeared, almost everyone in the village was infected with that strange ailment. Dad was helping the survivors, so immediately fell down. I couldn't do anything, Brizzy, anything." A tear rolled down her temple, and I suddenly realized that I was also sobbing. Tears were streaming down my face. It became difficult to breathe in the suit. The helmet was fogging up. But Mom didn't seem to see it at all. No strange clothes on me, no flashing lights. She looked me straight in the eyes, and that only made my heart hurt more. "Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I left. It is unforgivable. You were all right. I shouldn't have left. The prophecy came true, and then... Damn it, it's all my fault. You all died because of me." I barely restrained myself from hitting the floor with my fists. Rage and guilt bubbled in me. They squeezed my heart so hard that I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't bring myself to calm down. All my life I'd been told that I should stay where I was born. I was told that I had a huge responsibility on my shoulders, and I was too selfish to accept it. And now the people most dear to me, my parents had died, and my native village, the place where I grew up, where I spent my whole life, lay in ruins. It was all my fault. No, it wasn't, Brizzy. It wasn't. Trust me, man. Trust me. Trust me. You know what I say? Fuck them. They got what's coming for them. Oh, that's fucked up, man. I'm sorry. Sorry for being so crude. How to live on with this guilt? What are you saying, Brizzy? I left, and the prophet said that if I left, our village would be destroyed, and here it is. It's all because I ran away like a coward, all because of me. I continued to sob, strangle, but when I looked up at my mother, afraid to see contempt, accusation, anger in her eyes, all of this wasn't there. Mom smiled weakly with blue lips, looking at me with a bleary look. Do you know when it all started, Brizzy? When these animals came and then people got infected and started dying, all that and I thought about and thanked Mother of Heaven for was that you were not here. That you probably escaped and we're now somewhere far away, safe. Mom, forgive us, darling. I'm sorry that we forced you to live the way you didn't want to. Dad and I are we love you very much. Promise me to remember this forever. No matter what happens, promise me you won't be mad at us anymore. We realized that we were wrong, honey. We were really sorry. Mom, what are you saying? Of course I forgive you. I'm not mad at you. Mom! Mom smiled. She squeezed my hand in hers with the last of her strength. My fingers were shaking violently. Good. She whispered a word in a barely audible, hoarse voice, and at that moment her chest, heaving with a heavy, slow breathing, stopped. This is gonna be a morbid side story right here, but I pretty much seen 2 people die already. One of them was my uncle, one was my grandfather. Yep, it's true. That last breath, that last breathing in, like, try to gasp for air, like, inhaling deeply. And then that would be their last breath, pretty much, the moment they exhale. I've seen it twice. But the process, it depends. Some die peacefully, some die not so peacefully. Depends on what kind of disease or ailment they got. Or, injury or wound. It's over. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The smile froze on her lips. She stopped breathing. I jumped up and grabbed her by a shoulder. Wake the fuck up, Mom! Wake up! We'll find a cure! Wake up! It's too late. It's over, my man. It's over. Get out of here. The whole place is infected. Burn it down. Burn it all down to the ground. I couldn't even touch my mother. I couldn't kiss her on the forehead goodbye. Somehow managing myself, I took a blanket and covered her body. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry it happened. Having said these words, I flew out of the house, and as soon as I was outside, I fell to my knees right into the dirty ground, wet from the rain, and screamed with all my strength. I screamed until I tore out my throat. I beat the ground with my fists. The world around me was breaking to pieces, into small pieces. Only when I had no strength left, I went limp on the ground. I wanted to visit this place for the last time. For the last time I remembered walking along these streets, training with Damien, helping my father in the garden. But now it's all gone. Everything's lost. It's all in ruins now. Corpses laying everywhere. The blackened blood. It's over. Pixie greeted me and asked if everything was okay. Your condition is unstable, Brizzy. You don't have the Riz. It doesn't matter. Take me to Juno. Yes, Brizzy. Goes to Protogen wife. Juno, I think I got a better solution for this plan. What? Do you have some kind of like nuclear weapon device? Maybe you can bomb the shit out of it. Explosion? Fire? Take it out of orbit? Throw it in the sun? And I blame myself for death because I should have been there. I should have come back earlier. What did I do? I ran away like a coward, looking for my dream when I had such a responsibility. It was too late to lament about it. Lament. I was enveloped in such rage as my God, I'd never experienced before. It was directed only at one creature, at that cursed anomaly. Fuck the SCP, we're calling the GOC. We're destroying whatever this is. Whatever it was, whatever created it. I go back to Juno. It's over, Juno. We don't need the cure anymore. The cure is pretty much a gun and lots of bombs. It's over. We urgently need to kill this damn anomaly now. Juno was sitting in a chair. She looked extremely downcast. Her shoulders were slumped. Her gaze was fixed somewhere on the floor. I jumped up to her and shook her by shoulders. Juno, we need to destroy this filth. I was shaking all over, but Juno only responded in a lifeless voice. It is impossible. Impossible? What are you even talking about? She looked down, her hands on her hips. She looked tired and completely destroyed. What are you talking about, love? I couldn't create a cure. Juno looked up at me. It didn't work. We didn't have enough. I need more months. A year maybe. I don't know. It's not possible right now. Brizzy, I'm sorry. What do you mean impossible? Do you know how much I've sacrificed? It's just not possible. I'm sorry, but I could have known that attempt failed. I couldn't have known that. I don't know what else to do. I need more time. Longer? My parents are dead! Everyone is dead. How much more time is needed? You looked at me startled. Brizzy, I'm sorry. Wherever this anomaly is, it's catching these hands. Juno, I know what to do. Microsize me. Turn me into one of those things, you know, make me small. Give me a gun, give me a gauntlet. We're going Doomslayer up this motherfucker, you know, we're going medieval. Juno shook her head empathetically. Are you crazy, Brizzy? I understand your pain. Believe me, I understand what it's like to lose dear ones, but you can't rush into the pool with your head like that. We don't know what kind of anomaly it is. You'll just die. You don't even have immunity. Fuck the immunity. I'm gonna destroy this thing. Where is it? I can't. Juno, didn't you hear? My parents are dead. The village of the leaf, the Uchihas, they've been killed. All destroyed. Some were torn apart by wild animals. Others got infected and died. There's no one left. Nothing. Emptiness. Just a black void. But now I understand. I am it. I am the same as this anomaly. And I will do whatever it takes to hunt this monster thing down. I forgot, I know. It was like Skyfall, right? I'm you. Skyfall lyrics. I'm not gonna play it, but we'll find it. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. Skyfall. Where the sky falls. When it crumbles, we will stand tall. Yeah. You know, JJK fans out there, it is what it is. But I knew she had it and I was waiting for the answer. Somewhere deep in my soul, behind the tornado of rage and despair, I understood what a difficult, almost insurmountable step for Junit was. What I pushed her to, sending me the last survivor to certain death. The one she was attached to, the one who literally did it with her. I know what she was thinking. But nah. Nah. I summon Big Raga. It's over. I'm gonna domain expansion this motherfucker. It's used to dissuade me. She just sat there for a few moments, not moving, clutching the arms of the chair, and then in a lifeless voice she said, Pixie, take Breezy where you're asked to the anomaly. Yes, Juno. Breezy, proceed to the jet. I stood in front of her, not daring to take a single step. Gradually, the rage began to ease. You can't come back, Breezy. Oh my god, this is the end for a character? The chance of returning is 0. It's okay, I'm Gojo. I should have named me Gojo. Actually, never mind. He would have just died a different kind of death, you know? I no longer had to say what 4 everyone I cared about was dead, except Juno. It's insane, man. Don't do this. You still got someone left. Sometimes you have to move forward. To beat this thing, you have to be alive. To see this through. Don't throw your life away, my dude. Brizzy, where's the VN choice? Where is it? But I didn't stay. Thank you, Juno. Thanks for everything. This is crazy. This guy is mad. You're not him, my bro. You're not Doomslayer. No, you're not. Get out of here. You're not Guts. This ain't the Berserk universe. You're not him, my man. You're not him. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Juno didn't say anything. Just turned away, not wanting to watch me walk towards certain death. I wouldn't want to watch anyone walk to certain death. I felt like a double traitor because now I was going to drag Juno again through what happened to her when Toshi died. I didn't have any. Yes, you do. You have choice. No, my man. Pixie, can you give Juno a message in case I don't come back? Chance? Not even chance, bro. I give you statistically 0 out of 10. Bad aim, you know? Of course, Breezy. What should I tell her? I thought for a couple of moments. There was a lot I wanted to say, but I didn't have the time for it. Didn't want Juno to be too hurt when she would listen to it. Tell her I love her. And that it wasn't her fault. It will be done, Breezy. He smiled at Pixie even though he couldn't see it. Thank you, Pixie. You're a nice helper. Keep an eye on Juno. Of course, Brizzy, but I still hope that you will come back. I didn't answer and stepped into the black earth, dying from the disease. Ah, Juno was right. I shouldn't have started all this. It would have been better if I just stayed on the ship with her, tried to find a cure. Thought of the plan that went to take revenge, but it didn't matter now. It was too late to replay. It was too late to go back, to turn back time. Though I would like to. I was lying on the withered grass and looking at the sky. Oh my god, man, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Clouds slowly floated over my head. Tilda with condemnation and sorrow watched me die. This was expected, of course. What was I thinking? The cave in which Anomaly was hiding glowed bright red and turned out to be overflowing with animals. They were already deeply ill and completely distraught. Therefore, I didn't have a chance to break through. I was just trampled. I could feel my whole body whining in pain. I must have had a good half of my bones broken. There was a taste of blood in my mouth and a broken nose made it difficult to breathe. But despite this, I still looked up at the sky, admiring the beauty of this world for the last time. Maybe the next life was waiting for me. Maybe there was the Mother of Heaven after all, and there in her village my parents were already waiting for me, waiting for all those who died because of me. No, man, it's not your fault. Survivor's guilt. He definitely wouldn't have left his people, not like I did. Yeah, but he would have died the same way, you know. I don't think he could punch a disease. If fate really existed, if there was Mother of Heaven and lit, well, he wasn't pretty. Him and his mother, they weren't pretty lit after all. And my destiny was to die like this, here all alone under the weight of unspeakable guilt. What a strange thing fate was after all. Even when it was predetermined, it could throw up surprises, but it was all my fault. And I was ready to accept the punishment with honor. It's over, my man. A measured squeak came to me, as if through a column of water it was hard to breathe. My body tingled, my fingers didn't obey. I barely opened my eyes and looked at the scene. There was no sky above me anymore, only dark metal. Oh my god, we got saved by the waifu. I got up from the place where I was lying. A box. What the? I somehow swung my feet to the floor. I raised my hands, rubbed my eyes several times. Where was I? Was this all real? You know? No, Juno better not be dead, man. I can handle Brizzy dying, but Juno? Nah. Nah. I found Juno the control branch. She was sitting in the captain's chair looking out the huge window at a small planet that now seemed even smaller. Or were we just moving on? Juno? Yeah, she didn't know what to expect, you know? I thought the guy's dead. Finally flew at... Okay. How glad I am, Brizzy. What happened? How long did I sleep? Sad and gloomy. For a long time. I swallowed. How long? Juno looked guilty for some reason. A month. Sorry, Brizzy. What? Okay, what happened? I remember dying. I think I don't know if this is really true, if it was a dream. I found you at the cave with anomaly. You were badly hurt. I took you away. You were still breathing, but didn't turn out that you were infected. Juno, you saved my life. Woman, you're crazy. You're lit. You're lit. You saved my life. Thank you. What happened? Really, Juno, it's not your fault. You saved me. I should have let you go. How stupid I am. Why did I just tell you about this damn anomaly? I should have kept silent. I should have just lied. Because of me, you were on the verge of death. It's all my fault. It's not true, man. It's not true, hon. I would have gone there anyway. I don't know how, but at that moment, I felt such rage. Rage against the anomaly. Wait, what? What is your fault, Brizzy? I have not fulfilled my destiny. I disobeyed the elders. My man! It was everyone's fault. Did you really think that you are to blame for everything that happened? I was about to say, my man, the timeline don't match up, okay? Nah, I was about to say, if he had stayed, he would have just died. What's he gonna do? So I suspected it was created artificially. Ooh. Juno smiled sadly. You couldn't stop it, Brizzy. Believe me, it was impossible. It would have happened anyway, but you would have died too if it stayed in your village. Damn! Why did they escape? Why would someone need to send an anomaly to our planet? What does it all mean? I don't know. But maybe you were saved for some more important purpose? Yes, for that important purpose was to riz all the Furry Protogen females out there. I'm just kidding. Don't know, sorry about your planet, but no one survived. The last time I was there, the whole area was infected. I'm sorry, Brizzy, you're the only survivor. This news caused confusion and fear in my soul. I couldn't believe everything that had happened to me. But maybe Juno was right. Maybe I really survived for some higher purpose much more important. But my fate wasn't over yet. My destiny was just ahead. Or maybe it was all just a fairy tale and there was no destiny at all. No mission, no purpose. We're just all hopelessly floating around space. Like a bunch of animals waiting for the sun to implode, explode, or some meteorite to hit us, or some zombie virus or something. But hey, at least we all have each other. Nah, get that shit out of here, man. The flow of my thoughts was interrupted by a bright, colorful explosion. Shattered into pieces. So I guess it's pretty much it. Every once in a while I had to like cut because Doggy was mad. Juno and I watched the whole world die. So based on what I gathered, this anomaly thing pretty much eliminated all life and they proceeded to implode the whole planet. Damn! My whole life flashed before my eyes. Childhood, youth, parents' faces. Villagers' smiles, the beauty of nature. Its diversity and uniqueness, none of this existed anymore. I reached out and squeezed Juno's hand in mine. A single salty tear rolled down my cheek. I was saying goodbye to my home, to my family, to my past life. The elders, the neighbors, even to Damien. I promise I will avenge your planet, Brizzy, no matter what it costs me. Oh, don't do that. No, we don't want losing you. We don't want to lose you as well. Juno squeezed my hand tight in response. I felt the warmth coming from the contact of our palms. Juno was all I had left, and I was glad that she was there, that she was on my side. She saved me, and I was eternally grateful to her. I was forever in her debt, and I was ready to give everything if only she would never regret her choice in life. Huh? Take me with you, ayy! Man's got that riz, I'm telling you, man. I wanted to stay with her not because I couldn't go anywhere else, because my home no longer existed, but because that was my destiny, the one I chose for myself. She's my destiny. Ayy! To be with Juno, to spend as much time with her as I was allowed to, and to avenge my home for my family. Of course, Brizzy. Ayy! A game by Dirty Fox Games. They got more games, by the way. Furry Balls, for whatever, for Dragon Maid, yeah. Check out. You could check the whole catalog of games on Steam. I'll be seeing you in my Furry Protogen too. See ya. Good luck on whatever you're doing. Bye.